So today our topic is recursion. Recursion refers to a programming technique in which a function calls itself either directly or indirectly. So this is an example of recursive function. A function A called function B. So inside the body of the A function, function B is called. Here the A function called function B. So if we write a function definition that call itself, then this function would be known as recursive function. So this is same function call itself, recur function call itself, recur function. If a function call another function which calls its caller function from within its body, it is called as indirect recursion. Suppose a function A call function B, so the control goes to this function. In the body of the B function, again the function A is called. So the control goes to like this. You have to go this, then A to back to this. So function A call B and B, then again A is called. So this is known as indirect recursion. So when a function call itself is direct recursion. If I here A function call itself, so it is direct recursion. Function 1 call function 2 and function 2 call function 1. This is indirect recursion. So here A function call B function and B function call A function. So this is the example of indirect recursion. Another example of indirect recursion are function A called function 2, function 2 called function 3, function 3 called function 4, likewise function n, again function n calls function 1. So this is another example of indirect recursion. Function A call B, B function call B function, then the B function call C function, the C function call D function, and the D function call A function. This is the other example of indirect recursion. So in this example, suppose function 1, body of the function 1 is hello function 2, and again function 2 is called. In function 2, the first line is some message is written, yes function 1, then again function 1 is called. So hello function, so first output this, when it execute, it will print hello function 2. उसके बाद function 2 कॉल हुआ, यहाँ पे first statement yes function 1, तो first line is hello function 2, hello function 1. Then again function 1 is called, control goes to this function. The first line of the function 1 will print hello function 2. Then again function 2 is called, so control come to this function 2 and first it will print hello function 1. So these two line will repeatedly print indefinite time. Okay, so this is a disadvantage of recursion function. So to avoid this infinite loop, you have to give some base cases to the recursive function. So the right or sensible recursive code is the one that fulfill the following requirement. It must have a case whose result is known or computed without any recursive calling the base case. The base case must be reachable for some argument, or it also have the recursive case where function call itself later second. So definition क्या है उसका? Recursion is a technique for solving a large computational problem by repeatedly applying the same procedure to reduce it to successively smaller problem. So a recursive procedure has two parts, one or more base cases and recursive steps. So in this example, this is a program using recursive functions to calculate the addition of 1 to n number. So first is I define a function to compute parameters in num colon. If num equal to 1 colon return 1, so this is the base case I define. Else return num plus, यहाँ पे this compute is again called here, same function call itself, compute num minus 1. So this is our main program. So I define last equal to 4, then sum equal to compute last. So यहाँ पे this is a calling function. In main function, the function is called here. Okay, initial call to function compute. So when this line execute, the control goes to this function. So it will compute 4. What is the which value is received? The value of last is 4. The value of last is received by 4. Sorry, received by num parameter. So if num equal to 1, what is the value of num? 4. 4 equal to 1, false. So else part will execute return. So what is the value of num? 4 plus compute 3 minus 1. Okay, sorry, compute 4 minus 1. So 4 plus compute 4 minus 1 मतलब num में अभी 4 रह गया plus compute 3 होगा. So again this compute function call itself. So now num value is 3. So here if num equal to 1, it is false. Again else part will execute and it will return norm, what is the last value of norm? 3. 3 plus compute 2 minus, sorry, 3 minus 1, that is 2. Again compute 2 will be call itself. Now norm value is 2, 2 equal to 1 false, so it will return this. So here return 2 plus compute 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1, XO compute 1 will execute. If norm equal to 1, now it is true, so it will return 1. So so whenever this function call itself, accordingly it will calculate 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 value. Okay, the final value will return to the calling function. It will store on sum, and the sum of the series from 1 to n is your 4. So this line will be the output. The sum of the series from 1 to 4 is 10. So this is the example of your direct recursion with a base case. Okay, so detail of this how the recursive function work and what if step by step detail we have to analyze in the next class. Thank you.